Charlotte Corday has sent Marat a letter saying she has information that might intrigue him. She is saying no more at this juncture. He has agreed to see her.
In the bath?
Yeah.
Do I get in the bath as well?
Don't be silly, Wallace.
Sorry. Ready, Desmond?
Yes.
Lights going now. Oh, Desmond.
Get out, Wallace. More hot water, Simone. See who's at the door. Come in. Oh, when will the nobility be no more? Come in. Would you come in, Wallace?
Sorry, Desmond, I think she wants to do the towels.
Good clip.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Do you think that Spitting Image, for which you also write, has done any damage?
Used to write. I gave up beginning of last year.
Oh, pardon me.
After 10 years of Mrs. Thatcher, we did a special, and I stopped writing for them after that.
Do you think that you did do any damage?
What I hope we did was cover the issues that were available and make comments on them that were not only funny, but actually right. And thereby influence people's thinking. I hope that is what we achieved.
What about The Puppet of David Steele? Because it's often been cited that that really did not do his career any good at all.
Yes, I think that's such a weedy thing to say. It suggests that the original portrayal of him may have been right.
Should we change the subject?
You can change it whenever you like.
Fortunes of War.
Fortunes of War. Good drama.
Yes. Is that it? Just straight good drama?
No, it's a series of books, the Balkan Trilogy and the Levant Trilogy by Olivia Manning, which I'd read and I thought were terrific. I'd sort of gobbled everything she'd written. And often when you read a book which you think is brilliant, you think television's going to ruin this. And this was adapted by Alan Plater, who's a writer I admire a great deal. And he made, I think, a brilliant job of it. And it had Ken Branagh and Emma Thompson in it before you'd had too much of them. And I think it is a really brilliant serial.
There isn't a lot of the adaptation in this bit. It's just a beautiful shot, really.
Right.
You'll never leave me again, will you?
Don't know. Can't promise. Probably not.
Does it ever pose a problem that because Private Eye and Spitting Image, when you're working for them, satirise everything, that you can occasionally come into conflict with your own personal politics?
No, I mean, I personally write about what interests me and what I find funny. I don't write about things that I either have no views on or I think are great. It's very difficult to be funny about something you don't care about. I mean, so what?
I read somewhere that Rupert Murdoch had been interested in buying Private Eye. Was that just a hideous rumour?
Well, I think at the time when it was going down the plug hole in the middle of the Sutcliffe case, a number of vultures were circling about, thinking they could have this. But it wouldn't work. No one would work there.
Really?
The Eye is, it's merely a collection of people who agree to work together on a magazine, and I edit it. If someone else buys it, they will all disappear.
Even paying...
That's a public warning to all moguls.
Even paying Murdoch price salaries?
Yeah.
You think their morals go beyond their greed?
Yes, I think so.
you're not a great fan of judges but wanting to put the power in their hand. I mean, you're not very enamoured of the judiciary system in this country, are you?
No, it's in some disarray at the moment, we have gathered. The appeal court being criticised by other judges on inquiries, the police coming into disrepute over the Guildford, Birmingham and Maguire cases, and the West Midlands force being disbanded and no one at the time looking into it. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. And you find yourself, or I find myself, in the position of publishing one week saying, this man has completely cocked up this case, and the next week going to court and saying, good morning, Your Honour, would you like to be sympathetic to me? And he isn't very.
Are there any other things about Britain or British whatever that bother you a lot?
Yeah, I think sort of famous people's daughters getting jobs on chat shows is a bit rich. I hate that.
Let's talk about your last clip then, shall we?
This is Peter Cook and Dudley Moore in the series they did when they came out of Beyond the Fringe. And I love them singing this song, which is the goodbye song. But if anyone made me go into trying to write comedy, it would have been those four and these two in particular.
Now is the time to say goodbye. Now is the time to yield a sigh. Now is the moment to end away. Until we meet again.
Are you going to be at the Eye for 23 years like Richard Ingram's was?
I hope not. That lot set the magazine up. It was their baby, and Richard was editor. He was the second editor after Christopher Booker, and he was there for 23 years. It's a huge slice, and he created it and took it right the way through into the 80s. I mean, I don't have that commitment, obviously, because I wasn't in at the beginning. What I wanted to do was change it sufficiently to make it able to continue, choose some new areas, keep the jokes fresh, and make it as good and as modern and as strong as it had been.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Hislop.
Pamela Stevenson reveals her favourite bits on Monday, again at 4:30.